crows are following me again. They're back, waiting for me to die so they can eat my eyes and my asshole. That's what they do. Well, did about 17 miles down today, and I think I'm gonna meet Alicia at a highway cut. So we're gonna get about 17 miles down today, and then I'm gonna try to meet Boo at a highway intersection on 78 and catch a ride back in Julian. And then I think tomorrow we're gonna take a 0 day, kind of restock and recoup a little bit, and then she can carry me back out to that same intersection and we can get back on trail.
One change today. Got new shoes on. He's off.
Alright, day 5 PCT. I got about 3/10 of a mile to get back on trail. And here we are back on trail. Looking for 17 today. And hopefully ride to Julian and take a break. Get the feet doctored up. It's gonna be hot today and it's gonna be a long water haul. All these water sources are starting to dry up. Anyway, start of the day, checking in later. Every day we get closer to the San Jacinto, snow covered. She's right there on the horizon. Well, down there somewhere in that valley is a highway. We're hopefully gonna get picked up on sometime this afternoon, go back to Julian and try to shake things down and take it easy for a day before we head on up into the mountains.
After giving the Canadians a ride to Julian, I found this Cuyamaca Lake and decided to go back there and check it out. Anyhow, I ended up just finding a great parking spot and opened up my sliding glass door did a little laundry, did some editing, and hung out there until it was time to go back to Julian and go back down to Scissors Crossing to Pictonia. Had to do a little hand washing. No laundry here at Julian. FYI.
Well, so far today, day 5, PCT. It's been kind of a long slog out of these desert hills / mountains. Coming down into this valley. We got a PCT gate up there we're gonna have to go through. Sun's just about straight above us. Temperatures we're going to be back in the 80s today. Very little wind, so it's really dry now that we're down in this low country again. Really hot. Those mountains off in the distance, that's what we're going to be hitting when we get out of Julian, and hopefully we'll get back into some elevation and some cooler weather. But yeah, so still going along. Hadn't checked the mileage yet today. I know I got to get down on that flat before I can get to Highway 78. And that total mileage was a little over 17, so not going to really worry about it until then. But yeah, I'll see you down the trail. So one thing about today is the water situation has been a little bit sketchy. But it looks like might have a little bit of a cachet here if this valve works. And wait a minute. Look at there. So we got water. Very nice. I'm gonna filter this, even though it's coming out of the spigot, just to make sure. But that's a good sign. So I'll be out. Billy Goat country. All right, second snake of the day. Carlos and I were just walking along and he laid out in front of us and he doesn't even have any desire to move. So we're gonna go around him.
Good afternoon. I am driving into Julian. Dropped Tony off at the Sunset Trailhead this morning. It was beautiful, and I'm gonna be picking up, I think they call it Scissors Crossing, but it's like mile 77. Anyhow, I got to do my first trail magic today at that trailhead this morning. 2 guys from Canada needed a ride, so I got to give them a ride to Julian. They got their free pie at Mom's Pie Shop. If you're a PCT hacker, they'll give you a free piece of pie. So they got their pie. I waited on them and then took them back out to the trailhead. And then I went down to Lake Curacaya, I think is the way you pronounce it, not far from Julian. Real pretty lake, sat on there with my sliding glass door open, had a wonderful view, did some editing.
Well, this turned into a hell of a day. The desert got us today, boys. Very rocky. Came out of elevation. It It's only supposed to be high of 86, but I've got a temperature gauge on the side of my pack that says it's 90 right now, straight up sun. And I just found about the only piece of shade I could find. There's a hummingbird that just came in to see if I had any water. Anyway, Carlos and I are making our way down to the highway, but we're basically hopscotching one shady spot to the next shady spot so we can, you know, try to keep ourselves from getting burned up. Very dry. So far up to 3 snakes today on the snake count, but they were all friendly. Yep. Well, we're just about ready to make it out of the desert, or at least this portion of it. I can see the highway up there. And hopefully we can get picked up on the highway and get out of the sun and hauled into Julian. Get a shower and a cold beer. Here comes United States Marine Corps Cobras, boys. The one on the left is maybe a Huey Bago. Yeah. 4-bladed Cobra, 4-bladed Huey, both twin packs. Nice. They got a pretty day to fly. Thank God for the Marines, boys. They were smart. They kept the Cobra. You gotta love it. Anyway, we're just slogging out the last few tenths of a mile to get up here to this road and find our ride. But it was a long day, hard day through the desert, through the rock, through the snakes. We did, I think 17.9 is what we ended up with to get to the road. And then when we come back, that's where we'll start. And best I can tell, the trail will go somewhere north through those mountains. We got to get over to the San Jacinto Mountain with the snow if we're going the right way. Anyway, I will check with y'all later.
Mom pie, free pie for hikers. What kind are you having?
Apple, what they do.